Thank you for viewing this recorded presentation that reviews the Empower Your Future initiative across the DYS Continuum of Care. My name is Diana DePaulis, and I am the Empower Your Future Program Manager at Commonwealth Corporation. In this presentation, I will review how the Empower Your Future initiative relates to each program type in the DYS Continuum of Care. I will give a broad overview of the purpose and main goals for the different EYF curricula, summarize the essential EYF projects, and explain how EYF relates to discharge planning. You will also see suggestions and guidelines for how teachers and staff can prepare youth to self-advocate during these treatment and transition planning meetings. Let's begin by reviewing the main purpose of the EYF curriculum in each program type. Across the continuum, EYF curriculum is used during the career exploration time block. This time block happens at least 3 times per week. The goal of this time block is to ensure that students are future ready, which means having the knowledge, skills, and behaviors needed to complete whatever education and training you need to achieve your goals in school, work, and life. EYF is used during this time along with other future-ready opportunities and activities that are available in these programs and are approved by teaching coordinators and RECs or ARECs. Please see the Future Ready Curriculum Access chart on the CES Google folder for a list of available resources. In detention, EYF work focuses on empowering students to express their voice and self-advocate if they enter the DYS system or return to school or work. In assessment, students begin to explore career and education paths and begin to personalize their goal setting. Students will identify if a high school diploma or HiSET is right for them, or if they are in concentration 3 or 4, other academic opportunities that match their goals. In treatment, students conduct research about future careers and educational opportunities. They will work on goal setting, creating an action plan, and developing positive beliefs about their future. Once in the community, students can participate in Bridging the Opportunity Gap programs. These BOG programs are subsidized work opportunities where students will work and also reflect on their experiences. The BOG curriculum connects with work students completed while in detention, assessment, and treatment, especially focusing on resume writing, applications, interviews, and appropriate work behaviors and work-related skills. Should students be revocated, they will use the EYF Revocation Curriculum, which focuses on reflection, revisions and updates to goals and action plans, and overcoming obstacles that may stand in the way of those goals. The goal of the EYF curriculum is to have educational and employment services, goals, and action plans lined up by the time students are discharged from DYS. Now let's take a closer look at the EYF curriculum and the different programs. In detention, students will focus on navigating potentially challenging conversations when they return to their communities. Students will prepare to discuss their return to school with their sending schools counselors or their return to work with their employer. Students will also learn about community resources that can help them find employment or help them with academic goals or independent living needs. EYF detention teachers will review the basics for job preparation, which includes searching and applying for jobs, interviewing, and resume writing. Other EYF units introduce personal finance concepts, health and fitness, and character development. Because students are in detention for varying periods of time, the units are short. Teachers may modify the lessons to expand on the topics for students who are in detention for extended periods of time. If students do not return to their community and enter into an assessment program, they will begin to explore career and education options and interests. With the support of their EYF teacher and education and career counselor, they will determine which education route is best for them, high school or HiSET. If students have already attained a high school credential, they will discuss post-secondary options with their teachers and ECCs. While in assessment, students will take self-assessments that will help them identify their skills, values, and interests, and then align those qualities with career fields. students will leave assessment with an outline of their career and education goals that they will work toward while in treatment. Students may work on several projects while in assessment that will capture their career goals and findings from their self-assessments. Students may complete the career cluster puzzle seen in the picture on the left, and they may use PowerPoint software to create a presentation about their career goals, what that career is like, and what they would have to do to enter that career field. Once students enter into a treatment program, they will continue researching careers and post-secondary education opportunities. They will make an action plan for attaining their long-term and short-term goals and will strengthen their job preparation skills. Two key elements of the treatment curriculum are the Possible Selves Tree and the Massachusetts Career Information Systems (MassCIS) website. Students will create their possible selves tree to reflect on who they are as a person, a learner, and a worker. They will identify their strengths, obstacles, goals, and pathways to success. Through MassCIS, students will complete self-assessments and complete research on career fields and specific jobs, learning about what the jobs are like on a day-to-day basis, what the job prospects are in that career field, and what they have to do to enter into that career field and be successful. When students leave treatment and return to the community, they may participate in a BOG program. Bridging the Opportunity Gap programs reinforce EYF themes and students' goals and action plans. They combine career readiness with work-based or vocational learning. Students participate in subsidized employment or vocational training, and lesson plans review and reinforce learning from detention, assessment, and treatment programs. Should students be revocated, they will use the Revocation EYF curriculum, which emphasizes individualized goals and independent work that will best support students' needs for when they return to their community. The curriculum emphasizes SMART goals and action plans to attain these goals. It is also important to understand how EYF connects to discharge planning. EYF's role in detention programs is instructional only during the career exploration time block. While there are administrative and intake meetings in detention, students do not currently present any EYF project at these meetings. EYF teachers should refer to the EYF Education Guidelines document for specific expectations for tracking EYF progress in Aspen. One key meeting in assessment programs is the Education Orientation meeting. The Education Orientation and Assessment includes two key components: an Education Orientation welcoming meeting between the student and teaching coordinator, and an Education Planning meeting between the student and the Education and Career Counselor. Educators can locate the Education Orientation meeting template in the Future Ready resource guide. Each student's welcoming meeting with their TC will set up how staff will support students in setting and making progress toward goals. TCs will emphasize students' strengths, interests, and needs, and describe classes offered and required. Students will also meet with ECCs. The ECC student introduction meeting ideally takes place 3 weeks after student's commitment. Student presents what he or she has completed so far in EYF, and the ECC and student will prepare for EYF presentations at initial staffing meetings. Another key meeting in assessment is the initial staffing meeting. The student will prepare to present his or her EYF goals related to education and employment at the initial staffing so that this work may be integrated into the youth's treatment plan. Students may use a poster, the career puzzle project, a PowerPoint presentation, or the final student project as presentation tools. The education orientation meetings and treatment programs are the same as in assessment, with the additional step of using existing EYF work to inform discussions with students. During the Career Exploration time block, the student will prepare to present any EYF unit project, for example, Career PowerPoint, Possible Selves Tree, Roller Coaster Project, or the EYF Treatment Unit 10 final project at 90, 60, or 30-day meetings as a way to voice his or her goals, plans, and ideas around education and employment. These presentations aim to help shape the student's community services treatment plan. In revocation programs, youth will have weekly planning meetings where they can use their EYF work to inform their discussions with staff. To prepare youth for meetings, teachers should connect with teaching coordinators and education and career counselors to clarify purpose and goals for upcoming meetings. Teachers should inform youth of meeting expectations and its purpose, and assist youth in preparing EYF presentations. Teachers should have youth practice presenting EYF projects and answering questions that may arise at meetings about their goals, interests, and action plans. Thank you for viewing this presentation. If you have any questions or comments, please contact me at ddepaulus@comcorp.org. If you need to share Google files with me, please email comcorp@collaborative.org. You may also reach me at 617-717-6918.